Hey guys, so something happened. I'm like shaking right now. It's not anxiety, it's not fear or something. But so let me give you a story time or something. So I'm gonna sit outside for this. So me and my friends, I said, Kaden, that's my name by the way, and they said, Kaden, can you come play with us? And I was like, okay. I put on my shoes, I came outside, and then they were like, all right, and then we started playing, right? And out of nowhere, this kid I've seen before, it comes up with the blue shorts, I don't know what I'm saying, blue shirt, comes up, they're like this tall, and then they're like, do you want some of this mysterious liquid? Because it looked like hand sanitizer, but it wasn't. I don't know what it was. And then he tried to give it to us, and we kept saying no, and he just kept following us at the point where we started running, like both of us. And then I was like, I took it from them, and then I just threw it. So I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. I don't know what that was. Maybe I'm contaminated. What is that, coronavirus? And then I was like, okay, let me just throw this. I threw it, and they went in to look for it, cause I got my sword out. Delvin has his Nerf gun, and Delvin's sister had like a stick. And then he treats like our swords and stuff, like he hates them. And we're like, stop. And then he picks up a rock. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna call the police. And then I keep threatening, I'm gonna call the police with my sword in hand. And I'm like, okay. And then for like 2 minutes, we keep like jabbing with my sword. And he's like, Delvin. I'm like, Delvin. And he's like, no, stop. And we're like, stop, no. We're like saying no and stop. And then he picks up a brick, like that brick, like my neighbor's bricks, and he said he really needs that. And then I'm like, oh my god, I'm just gonna call my mom. And I'm like, I called her. She's like, I'm like, all right, God, Mom, I'm like in a sticky situation, like somebody like chasing me for no reason, just because I like didn't like get their hand sanitizer. I don't think that was hand sanitizer. And then she was like, go inside. I went inside for a bit, and then I was like, all right, I should make a video about this. That's what this video was made. and then all right, so after that, I was like, I took my iPad because I put it back in. So I got my helmet, I have my sword, I have my iPad. I was like, I'm sorry, guys. So I was like, oh my god, I don't know what happened. So I just got my helmet, I got my sword, and I have my iPad. I'm like, I'm gonna call the police. That's what I keep saying. And then I'm like, okay, this may work. And then we're like, stop. And then like 2 minutes later, she gets, Delvin's sister, she gets the Nerf gun that they had, and then threw it at the ground and bounced it into the person's head, and we were like, yes. And then they go inside their house. So that was the story. I hope you like it. I'm sorry it was a little bit short, but hold on, wait up for the next video. Peace and love. Bye, guys.